Hello, you all, and as requested, singers out singing other singers live. Now, this isn't serious. This is for fun, okay? Your rent's still gonna be paid if your fave get out sang for one moment. So let's get right on into it. You better sing, though. Y'all better sing. So, wait a minute, I just gotta say this. One of the most awesome vocal moments, live vocal moments ever, point blank and period. The whole night was legendary. And I'd say that was the biggest Divas Live ever that night. Man, it was amazing. Now, I want to say that just right off the bat, yes, obviously I've seen this performance before, but what I just noticed right there in that clip was the difference between Aretha's voice and Celine's voice. It's like a sword versus a mallet. Aretha's was more sharp, more piercing to my ears, whereas Celine's was just more rounded and just a more wide open sort of sound. It just, and to me it gave the effect that hers was more powerful versus Aretha's more potent, sharp sort of note. That's just what I get from it, like a sword versus a mallet. Debala? I don't know who that is. Come on, though. She can sing. She sounded amazing. I said I don't know who that is, but she was singing. The runs were on point. The descending run at first was on point. The transition to the head voice and then the modulation again was fly. And then the run after was just sickening. She could sing, whoever she is. Debala, was it? You could tell she's definitely a student of Mariah Carey as well, because that was Mariah Carey all day, that style. You better sustain. Sustain. Come on. You better sing, Joe. Hey, and she looks amazing. Outsings. I can't. Did he just give up? What can you do? What can you do? That's hilarious. Come on. Come on. Wow, she really did. So that is impressive, because we all know Jennifer Hudson is known for her powerful belts. I mean, just power, power, power. And for Beyonce to come right up there with her and match her power, and at certain points, not just the belt, but after, when they were phrasing, now this would be, when they did that part, even Beyonce's voice was more powerful even with that. So that's very impressive that her natural voice is that the projection is there to match her, because wow. To Mary J. Blige's face, she is like, what the heck is going on here? Ooh, that was... Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The pitch, my pitch meter was going off. Just off. It was going all over the place, especially at the end of the whine that she did. the pitch was going all over the place. But Miss Patti LaBelle, I wouldn't want my fave to be on stage with Patti LaBelle. My fave got a powerful voice, and not even I would want my fave to be. I'm just saying, I'm being honest. And there she is. That was flat at the end. Okay, that was slightly uncomfortable. And then the faces, Nicole's faces were just too telling. With that being said, young woman who was trying to steal the show there, definitely has a lot of potential with her agility. She was giving me Christina Aguilera, but it wasn't nearly as refined. I mean, some of it was pitchy, some of the runs sort of blurred a little bit. She fell flat a few times, but overall, I was very impressed with what she was doing. Again, it's just very unrefined, but she could fix that and be slamming. She was really trying to be on her Christina Aguilera game there. So shout out to her. Who else? I'm trying to think. Shout out to Whitney the Voice Houston, yo, for I mean, getting up there and matching one of the greatest opera singers of all time, Miss Pavarotti. And she was mad far from that mic at first too, and was still just as powerful. And I've always thought that if she would have got that classical training, that opera level training, she could have been the greatest female opera singer ever, because of that tone and the richness and the power of her tone. And her head voice can be just as well projected and powerful and sort of full as her chest voice. And that's rare. That's a rare quality right there. And so, I mean, that just goes to show you, and just that I mean, that's the goal for me. That's the goal for me, point blank, period. And who else? Let me go back and see, because I can't. And the voice, that battle between Ma'am and Sir, I mean, Ma'am was tearing that song up. Just the power of her voice, and that sustained, that breath support, the amount of the time she sustained those belts forever. And I believe the first sustained belt, the distortion there, when they were both doing, you know, they were doing that together, that was dope. But she took it to a whole nother level and killed it. But the brother had a little Al Green going on when he turned on that vibrato. That real smooth vibrato towards the end of his note. Had a little Al Green going. Let me see, let's go back. Who else? Mary J. Blige's face at that Britney Spears Christina Ford was hilarious. That was a highlight for me, to be honest. But Christina Aguilera came in there and killed a little bit we seen, of course. Patti LaBelle, as I said, I wouldn't want her to be on stage with my fave. Because she, I mean, with just raw power, just through raw gutter power, natural ability, she just overpowers everybody. And I don't even think she tries to. She just, you know, she just got that church in her where she just gonna ad-lib and she gonna take it there. But the problem is her voice is so big that her ad-libs end up just swallowing everybody else. I mean, that's just how it is. Let me go back. Let me see. Make sure I don't miss anything. That Beyonce and Jennifer Hudson performance, as I said, was very interesting. And it's interesting how Beyonce matched and even overpowered her. Somebody who's known, widely regarded as the more powerful singer. Not talking about internet critics and vocal professionals on the internet, but, you know, the world widely knows. And from Dreamgirls, I remember everybody was talking about how she completely overpowered Beyonce, but listening to them both live that's not the case, and that is incredible. This was hilarious too. Whitney versus Sir, that I'm not familiar with. He just said, you know what, I give up, and I can respect that, and it would be an honor to be outsung by The Voice. I wish I could have had the chance to do that. I would have loved it. And yes, the young lady who was singing with Mariah, She absolutely bodied that. As I said, I don't know her, but she killed it, and you can tell her influence, Mariah influence on her was heavy, because what she did is totally something Mariah Carey would do. And the first performance, Aretha and Celine, I've said enough. It was iconic. It will always be. Thank you for liking, subscribing. Please continue to do more of your favorites. Peace.